And let's see, there we are. Aloha, everyone, and aloha, Gerald.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
No, thanks so much for being here. How are you today?
I am great. I'm excited for this. There's been some really wonderful things coming on YouTube. They've been a lot of fun. And I told you I've been filming flip throughs for my Tarot Stash channel. That's been a lot of fun, putting decks in order and
Mm-hmm.
then flipping through them and really just appreciating the images. So that's wonderful.
That's
So,
awesome. And I like that you're showing the individual images, right? And taking
yeah.
your time so people can really see what's going on in the deck instead of uh, kind of quick going through. Oh, my phone just told me that we're live. Um, Anyway, I'm going to quickly say hello to everyone. Ishi, aloha. She was here first and quite a while ago. Thanks so much for coming. And Jamie at Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, thank you. Ginger Faye is here, and I didn't see you earlier, but thank you so much, Ginger, for coming. Luna popped in. Thank you for coming, Luna. And Selkie is here. Cool. I think that's everyone for the moment.
May I give a plug for my channel for next week?
Please. Absolutely. Please do.
Wandering Mountain Bardic Path and I are going to be doing a live next week at this time. So,
Yay.
yeah. So, join us. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that sounds exciting. That sounds really exciting. Cool. I'm going to be pet sitting in a couple of days for the rest of the month. So I have a couple of lives that I'm going to be doing with a poodle and a kitty.
very, very
Oh,
nice.
and here's Apurva popped in. Aloha. Thanks for joining. Woot woot. Cool. So to start off today, the last time Gerald was on with me, we were talking about trusting the message.
Yes.
And I had a fun experience immediately preceding this broadcast. I was on watching Jonathan's live, which he broadcast from a hotel room up on the different side of the island. And when that ended, I thought, boy, I'm going to go do a power walk. I haven't exercised for a couple of days. The weather's been bad. I've been real slug, and I'm going to go. So out the door I went, and I was trying to decide if I was going to do my short or my long path. And I was thinking long, and the voice kept saying, short, take the short, take the short. And I finally acquiesced, of course, then take the short. I didn't know why. And when I got all the way to the very far end of the walk, my alarm went off on my phone that the broadcast was starting in 1 hour. In my head, I had an hour and a half, or I had 2 hours, not 1 hour, because of the time change. Without the time change in Hawaii, all of my broadcasts are now happening an hour earlier than my head thinks they are. So had I taken the long walk, we would be finishing now as I was coming up the driveway. We would be getting the broadcast.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. The time change has really impacted me. I was doing some stuff on Sunday, and I had Kristen Louise. And Kristen Louise is on with me sometime in the future because she and I are going to be talking about the Empress card. So, but I had a couple of people reach out to me on Sunday because my energy seemed to be low, and it was very touching that people were checking to see how I was doing. I really appreciate that. But what I had forgotten is the equinox is coming up here on the 20th, which is Saturday, which the equinoxes always take a minute or two, about a week on either side of it to readjust. They really impact me. And then we just had the new moon. And so the new moon, hi Jonathan. The new moon, I have a couple of days of not being able to get good sleep, or I'm up later than I normally would. So it was an interesting it was an interesting thing that I am glad that people supported me and helped me go, okay, what's going on? I'm like, oh, it's the new moon, me not getting enough rest. It's the loss of an hour
Mm-hmm.
of sleep, and then the equinox. So I'll probably be better next week. But it's great being here with you. So it's like, woohoo.
Yeah, cool. Um, yeah, I did really well with this new moon. I was longing for missing close ties, relationships. I was missing that a lot, which was foretold by the astrologers that the Pisces Venus planetary whoop-de-whoop was going to reach out to people's hearts about relationships. And since I've just been playing with my sisters here, missing playing with the girls and a lot of my friends here too. I'm still on my own here, so. But it feels like everything is really moving forward for me with this full moon and resting well, and yeah, so that's cool.
Do you do specific things for full moon and new moon?
I do. I work primarily with the new moon because I'm all about setting intentions. I do my intention setting on the new moon and let the waxing moon bring those things to me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and here's Jen. Here's Hen. Hi, Hen. I hope you're feeling radiant today. Um, uh, I set and do my intention setting and call things to me on the new moon. I do a little bit of full moon ritual and mostly just dancing and playing and drumming and things
Uh-huh.
because for me that's all about releasing, and I don't get I don't have as much awareness of things that I need out of my life all the time. I have more awareness of what I want to bring in.
Okay. All
How
right.
about you? What do you do with moons?
I I think the full moon and the new moon are equally powerful, just differently. Um, I I like the new moon for releasing things that aren't serving me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I like the full moon for bringing what I want in, because the new moon is in the quickest way possible. Bring it to me, where the full moon is in the fullness of time, and allow the universe, divinity, whatever you want, to provide for me in the way that is most beneficial for me. um
Oh,
so
that's lovely. I like that.
thank you.
I
and
think
and
I'm
so
going to steal that.
yeah, feel free. I mean, in the new moon, I look at I frame things as like, it's about release. What do I need to release that is holding me back from getting what I am desiring or what I need? So so yeah. So but
Yeah.
I like those, and I've done both full moon water and new moon water, so which
Hmm.
is really powerful, especially if you do it over a full 13 moons cycle.
Oh, full cycle. Wow.
Yeah. So
That's cool. I haven't done that.
yeah, anything worth doing is worth planning for and doing it very, you know, very detailed, unless you don't need to. So
Cool. Um, yeah. Yeah, I love working with the moon. And I do love staring at the moon. Last night I was at a friend's house for dinner and we just happened to look out. The little crescent moon was so adorable out there in the sky. And we looked out and the cloud form, I am not kidding. Look, so it was like there was a head, and then the little crescent moon was like a collar necklace, and then the cloud had shoulders like a cape. It was honest to
wow,
goodness. We looked, and it looked like a choker, some kind of a bright jeweled collar around the head of the cloud, like it was a being that had tried it on. Oh, it's so cute.
that's amazing. I love that. I love that.
Yeah. And okay, so transition, big segue. Gerald is wearing some new items.
Okay, Jonathan, you've seen this. Jonathan created this is the ancestor necklace that I had Jonathan create for me. who did that.
Very handsome, very powerful.
Yes, and I have matched it with a necklace of shells that I had, and I think they just work beautifully together.
Amazing.
So it's making me feel very ancestry. So connected to,
Very,
yeah.
very ancestry. And that was your intention with the necklace, yes, was the crystal grid for ancestor work, yes?
Yes, for mine, and to be able to connect with others, to be able to convey that message, so that I could be a powerful oracle to share what people may need from their ancestors.
So we thought, as we were chatting beforehand, that we would focus our intention for our readings today for you folks in the chat, for messages from ancestors or working with ancestors. And as you were saying that, I started getting tingles down on my lower legs and feet, which tells me that I'm connecting to somebody, to something, so, and clearing space. So yeah, we if you guys have any questions geared towards communication with your ancestors, and maybe I would pop it in for guides too. I'm being kind of nudged to say information from guides as well. To go ahead and pop it into the chat. And I'm going to take just a moment to kind of do my little clearing prayer. Do you want to do you have a prayer or a little walkthrough that you do, Gerald?
I do, but it's private, so I'm not able to share it.
No, I love that. I love that because that means you have very clear boundaries.
Thank you.
Very clear boundaries. Oh, Jonathan said he's getting tingles up and down his arms and legs. Okay. Well, everybody, let's just close our eyes for a minute and take a little breath. And imagine sending your energy roots down to Mother Earth and feel her energy come up through you. And imagine as well sending your energy up to Father Sky and having him connect with you as well through the crown. And I'm going to run through my clearing prayer real fast. Mother, Father, Goddess, and God, we thank you for your presence with us now as you are with us always. We demand that any negative energy in our space be gone now to the light and its highest good, and that any teachers or guides that come to share their wisdom with us do so now in the beauty way only. We believe and trust in the truth and power of this moment, and so it is.
Whew.
Yeah. Oh, Aquarius Owl popped in. Aloha. Okay, so let me see if we have a question yet. Of course, I can't see. Hi. Okay, Jamie. It looks like beneath Jonathan's tingle message, Jamie says, do my guides have a direction they want me to switch up? I know what I got on that. Do you want to pull a card on that, Gerald?
I will, but you go first because I'm supposed to clarify, I believe.
What I'm getting is, you know, the joke from the movies. It's an old joke. Yeah, but if I told you, I'd have to kill you. They're doing a joke kind of like that. If they told you, then you wouldn't really be fully experiencing everything that they have in mind for you. Do they have a direction they want you to switch up? They're not gonna let you off the hook on that one. I think that question alone is part of the direction and the switching that you're to do, if that makes sense. The question itself is the direction, the question itself. And remember, there's no, we have a perceived gap between question and answer, but the truth is that the answer and the question occurs. They live simultaneously. The answer is already there. You're just trying to find your way to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm using the Santa Muerte Tarot. This is the deck that I use for contacting guides, etc. So it's very powerful for me.
Ooh.
So the answer is yes, it's the King of Pentacles. But they're working on it. They're getting things set up for your direction. And then I also pulled the bottom card, which is the Seven of Pentacles, which suggests they're calculating what the next moves are. You're getting ahead of yourself. They haven't I get a sense of the roadmap or the treasure hunt isn't finished yet. They're working on it, but then they'll give you that map to help you go that next direction. So it'll sort of be like a bit of a quest. So an adventure.
Exactly. The question itself is the change.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else to say that. Let me ask them if they can clarify. No. No. They're telling me again, yeah, but if we told you, we'd have to kill you. They're just being such, yeah. You know how I get the messages. I'm a wise ass, so that's how I get a lot of information.
And it's very it feels nature based. Sort of feels very earthy, trees. I feel wood with it. Druidic. I don't know, but so
I was seeing the same thing. I was seeing a forest at night, and I was the path. The path is there, and they go off in different directions. But that was exactly how I was getting it in my head. Was in an old growth forest at night.
It sort of feels like there'd be drumming or something in it too, which is part of setting the mood. So,
I have to show you guys something. I forgot all about it.
Ooh.
I was out walking around with some friends a couple of days ago in one of our little towns, this cute little town, Makawao, and in this little tchotchke store, I found a rattle of my dreams.
Wow.
And it was under $15.
Oh, I like that.
So yeah, the minute you said drumming, all of a sudden the rattle's like, why do you think I called you? So yeah, I'm really excited because I had these guys, and every time I shake them hard, I break the thread and the seeds go flying.
Oh.
So
Jamie has said, no, I get it. And Gerald and Betsy, that is my path.
Okay.
So
cool. Okay. Very nice. All right, I'm going to go back up and hang on. I'm so bad at all this. Okay, that was Jamie, and there's one right under. Okay, Ginger was next. It takes me a while to find. Ginger says, I would love a message from ancestors, general or regarding spiritual path. And when I noticed this one in the chat a few moments ago, what I got was from the path that I was on in the forest. All of a sudden, I saw this, like a jet of white light rocketing that way for you. That, yeah, it was like you were launching with the Fae, and that that you are doing what you need to be doing. That honoring them is a big part of what they appreciate and what they love. And with your honoring of your association with the Fae, which, as you know, are part of your ancestry, with you holding space for that honor and appreciation for them, that alone is going to be propelling you. Whether you want to go faster than that, not necessary, but if you want to, you can.
Be careful what you ask for, though, with going faster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I have pulled the Hanged Man, and I'm going to turn this off, see if this helps.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have a cheap, shiny Chromebook, so it doesn't matter. I still get the glare.
It's the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups, and what this is telling me is, yes, what the message is they're going to turn things upside down ways that you weren't expecting them to work, which is sort of very Fae related, right? I mean, that's sort of what they do. And so be willing to let go of some of what your preconceptions are in order to be able to move through to that next level. And it's meant to be fun. It's also meant to be challenging in a way that they want you to remember to laugh about the lessons, laugh how you respond to some of the lessons. Keep it lighten the mood a little bit. This, it's not rocket science. It's not brain surgery. It's, this is part of that next level. So you need some joy, new levels of joy to show up.
Yeah, and that's so interesting when you were the moment you started addressing the cups card, and the first two words you said, I heard in my head preconceived notions, right as you said preconceived ideas. So I got a double clarification on that one, that absolutely to let go of what you think is possible, because we can't dream big enough to know what the universe has in store for us. That's my catchphrase.
And it will be the awesome way for you to, this is the Ace of Wands. It will be the awesome way for you to have this new and, you probably hate to admit it, but needed regeneration or re-energizing of your playing with and your spirituality.
Yeah, I'm getting right now that your followers are going to stick with you. They're going to be attracted to and stick with you, with your channel and with your groups, because it is light of heart, light of spirit, that they will be getting their clarification, getting their healing with lightness, not with heavy duty, shadow, dark, intense, that, which there's always a place for that. As above, so below. There's got to be a balance. But the people that love what you're putting out there are going to really find that the lightness, the joy, the laughter, the sincerity that you bring, and your wish, your intention for everyone else to feel uplifted, to feel better, to feel happier. That is really going to propel you in some really powerful direction. And you don't need to change your plan. You don't need to do anything differently. You don't need to become something differently, to just be authentic to yourself. And they're saying, go ahead, let them misjudge you, Unseelie. Go ahead. Let them think you're all lightness. We know that there's a full whole being in there, the balance of the light and the dark. We know it's there. This is the way it comes out to the world to make you successful as possible.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else, Gerald?
Just because it's a light message doesn't mean that it's a light message. Can be just as, if not more, impactful than a message that may come across negative. So, and let the people, let the receivers do with it what they want. If you're providing the message, you're the messenger. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Ginger said, absolutely recouping as we speak. Thank you both. So, and
Nice.
yeah, there you go.
And yeah, okay. So let's pop up here to Luna. Yeah, let's check in. Yeah, they're asking me to wait for Gerald.
Yeah, I knew that. My mind couldn't. It's like keep shuffling. Okay.
No, that's good.
This is a message from your mother. It's the Hermit card, which, if you think about the traditional Hermit, it's about finding the light, seeking, but it's isolation. And it's matched with the Queen of Wands. So I think your mom wants you to know she's okay. She's doing her solitary work so that then she can be out and be a little bit more present for you. But she needs to have this alone time so that she can be more engaged with you.
And I tell you what, those cards couldn't ring more true for me,
Okay.
for Luna herself as well. Because yeah, we've talked a little bit, and that makes so much sense to me, the Hermit card, where you find yourself and the Queen, who you are. I mean, and the fact that the message is from your mother, it's like the apple didn't fall far from the tree to me. That this is a reminder that you carry your mother's strengths with you. And it's time to wholeheartedly embrace that. Those strengths that you miss about her, the ways that her strengths helped you find comfort through your life, you possess those as well. And to pull those out of the arsenal and put those guys to work, to don't let those strengths and those things that you admired about her, don't mourn that those things aren't being seen, aren't being used, aren't being effective. Don't in your mind think that those things are gone from your life, because those are things that you possess, and it's time for you to start demonstrating those things that you miss about your mom. That's the way to bring them back to life.
Yeah. Yeah, Luna said, "This is good. I'm happy she's doing well." And she said, "Yes, Betsy."
Okay, cool. Cool. All right, let me go back up and we'll see who's next.
Okay. Jamie is doing wonderful stuff, so.
Okay, I'm going slow so I don't go back and forth. Kristen. Kristen is the next one I see. So if I missed you, if you were above Kristen, let me know, and we'll come back around. I don't mean to not include anyone if you're new to the group. I'm just not the best mod in the world. And I still can't find, yeah, anyway. Okay, moving on. Kristen says, I may have gotten some communication from my ancestors from Ulster, Ireland through my pendulum, my McCool line. Why have they reached out to me? And if they did, it wasn't a bunch of coincidences.
Coincidence,
Kristen,
communication, same thing.
Kristen, I bet you know what I'm going to say, that get out of here. Um, take a walk down to your first, second, and third chakras and ask that question from your gut. To breathe into your gut. If it, if it wasn't a coincidence, that ability to connect that you're seeking lives in your emotional world, and your head is never going to be able to answer this question for you. It just won't. And your guides and your ancestors aren't going to be able to reach you completely from your head. You got to get grounded. You got to get down in your gut and in your intuition and put those things to work for you.
So to answer her question, it's like, why have they reached out to me? Trigger alert. I'm going to show this card, and some people don't like it. It's the devil. And so what they're trying to tell you, they're showing you the things that are hidden, that are difficult to see. And that is matched with the 8 of Swords, which is what they're genuinely showing you. Okay, we're going to show you the thing that you most fear, and you're in the thing that you most fear, which is that 8 of Swords, which is the swords are thought, word, and deed. So you're thinking about it, but your gut, my experience with you, Kristen, is your gut's really good, and trying to step away from trying to not rationalize what your gut is saying, and try to instead think about how is what your gut's saying correct. And then the follow-up is the star, which I love. The star card, it's the universe wants you to be a star. It's giving you opportunity for you to be. This is the divine blessing card. Everything is beautifully lined up, and it's like, boom, there you go. And so all things are available to you. So
Yeah, why have they reached out to you? Because it's time. It's time for you to start communicating. Yeah.
Yeah, you have something to offer to them, and they have something to offer to you, and therefore you have something to offer the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And we can talk more about that tomorrow, Kristen, if you want.
Yeah, and I'm going to go up now because I see just above Kristen that Hen has had a question that she would like to know. I would love to know if my ancestors or guides have a general message for me, please. Well, right now I'm getting a little bit of a sense of a positive direction with you health-wise. I'm getting this feeling like I don't know if it's not complete within you yet, that you're not haven't fully integrated everything yet, but they like where you're going. In the physical world, health-wise, in the physical world, they like what's happening. So if you're not feeling like completely fabulous at this moment, that it's a work in progress. So hang in there. And it feels like emotionally, it feels like energetically that there's some some calming energy that's been around you lately. I'm not sure if you're feeling it completely. No, they're telling me that you are feeling a little bit calmer than the last time that I did a live chat reading for you, that things have calmed down. And what you're seeking is in progress there, which has nothing to do with ancestors or guides. Sorry, but that's what they're telling me. Gerald?
Jen, do you have a drawer at your house, a junk drawer that you haven't been paying attention to? I just get this sense of there's a drawer that you have been ignoring, or a drawer, a box, something that you need to sort through. That I just get this really powerful image of you opening a drawer. I don't know if it's probably a physical drawer, and sorting through that stuff. It's just like that. Yeah, I'm not trying to understand what the message is, but find that drawer, sort it, see if that helps. Um, and oh, so there's the world, which I love the world card. I like all tarot cards, but the world, in the sense of the ancestors, is you have finished this cycle and it's now time to move on to a next cycle. And it's the emperor. So what you have is then it's time for you to understand your body and your kingdom well, whatever that is. Um, so yeah, I mean, the world is, world is your oyster, and when you get out into it, okay, take a moment and think about it in the sense of how are things going to be set up, and then move forward, because yeah, it's a foundation card. So I don't know.
Oh, and I'm just staring, sorry, I'm staring at Ancestors Guides, the 2 words. And what they're telling me is it's not quite time yet for you to make a big move. That you're still on pause right now. You're still on a pause time. It's not time for you to make any big moves, big transitions, big choices, big new directions. It's not quite time yet. They're saying July. I don't know what's coming up in July, but they're highlighting the month of July. Either a family celebration and or progress moving in the 3rd dimensional realm, like more like public professional kind of thing. So it kind of feels like maybe there's both going on. They're talking a little bit about some kind of a family celebration, and then they're also talking about moving in the public sector somehow in about July-ish.
She's saying, yes, I'm finally on the mend, but no, not quite there yet. I've got 1,000 things to sort through at the moment, Gerald, but I'll definitely think more on the drawer. Just pick one and do it with intention, and connect with them. Let them support you, because you may get some strange messages. Kristen Louise said the emperor forges his own path, plans, and strategies. So
Yeah.
You're welcome, Gerald.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to roll back up. Where did it go?
Wow, that drawer thing was really strong for me. Go sort a drawer. Oh, okay. I'll tell her. I'm not arguing with you. I don't know who you are, but I am not arguing with you.
Cool. I like it. So Gia says, I would love a message from my guides. I got a big angel that's going, why aren't you talking to me? Why aren't you talking to me more? Why did you stop talking to me? That's what it is. But it's like this. Why did you stop talking to me? What happened? There was some kind of a disappointment or something? What'd you get, Gerald?
I got the King of Pentacles, so that's a repeat card. And this King of Pentacles sort of feels like I'm taking my stuff and I'm going home. I'm removing all of my toys from the sandbox because something didn't go as I wanted it to. And then it's paired with the Queen of Wands. So I'm wondering if there's an argument or a mismatch of energies or people that didn't work. Because when you look at these, the emperor is facing, his body is facing opposite of the queen, but still looking out at the person, where the queen is, she's ready to move on.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. But it does, there's also the sun is in there. I'm wondering if I don't know, getting outside might help you understand this. But so I think, yeah, you need some enlightenment on what's going on.
Somebody is telling me that you were on a path of deepening and something happened that either frightened you or you questioned or doubted, that there was something came along that made you like come to a screeching halt, pull up and just change your mind completely for the moment about that. So it feels like something frightened you, but it feels like it was too much light instead of too much dark. It feels like you asked a question, you received an answer, a little bit like when the religious texts talk about people saying, I want to see everything, and a deity will open themselves up, and it's so immense that then the questioner is like, huh, I can't take it, I can't handle it. Feels a little bit like that. And this angel presence that I'm feeling is big, and my legs are creeping, crawling. This angel is big. This is not some cute little fluff, this is an enormous being that is asking why you stop talking to them. They know the story. You know the story already. We don't need to write it out here in public. You both know what's going on, but they want you to know that it's not necessary for you to walk away from them, that their support and protection still surrounds you, and you're welcome back whenever you're ready.
Without them casting judgment on why you left. And there's none of that. It's like this is the message for you is we are still here. Feel free to show back up. I mean, and just, you don't have to necessarily make an appointment. Just show up, ring the doorbell, actually ring a bell. If you've got a bell sitting around on your altar or something like that, chime it a little bit. It's sort of that connection. And by the way, Betsy, does the angel have gold edged wings, really huge, and they're gold edged?
Big, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really tall, really huge, big personality, big presence. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, this is a really high celestial angel, because they told me, Michael, he's my underling. Because I think of Michael as such a strong protector, warrior, strength, communicator, and does so much work with humans. And this angel is like, oh, pshaw.
Yeah, it's
big.
I'm seeing this angel put their hands on your back, and them actually, this angel actually flapping their wings to try to help fill you. And it just may have been a little too much all at once, but it's sort of like that's how this angel is sharing that with you.
Yeah, lucky you. I mean, I would love to do a session with you, a private with you and this being. Oh my God, I would love to spend some time with this one.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I think, yeah.
Jonathan says seeing Metatron.
Oh, makes sense. That makes sense. Let's go with it. Yeah, I don't know. Is there? Do we have any comments down here?
She said,
thank you. Thank you.
It said it's about mediumship.
Yeah. Oh well, girl. Ground and center and clear. Don't worry so much about making sure you have this connection. If you're a medium, you have it anyway. Make sure you're grounded before you open. And that's why I do my clearing prayer. Make sure I'm not, they're telling me that you do that anyway. So you do it anyway. You know this. But set your boundaries first, and then only the beings that you want, that you're willing to communicate with, can come in. If there's certain beings you're uncomfortable in communicating with, put that in your boundary prayer. And then they can't. And then you just set up your angels, like this, like Metatron or whoever this big presence is. Set them up in your prayer with your understanding of if something tries to come in that I'm not comfortable with, you're going to escort them to their highest good. You just set it up ahead of time, and then it makes it kind of effortless for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Woo. That's a big power there. That's a power.
Yeah, I'm losing my grip on the chat. The tenuous hold that I have. So I'm from this question that's still on the screen. That's why it's there, so I could find where I was in the chat, because I think Ishi was next, from what I can see, and I think maybe Jonathan was below that. I have a guide that relates to a past life. I was wondering if this particular one has a message. They keep taking me back to a particular scene. Or is that too specific? No, we're good. We're good. We'll go with it. Yeah, okay. Come on, guys. Get to the message. I don't have time. We don't have time to circle the wagons. They want me to, they're trying, it's like a movie is going off in my head. They're trying to fill me in quickly. Okay, I got something. Gerald, what do you want to go first on this one?
I can. So they keep taking you back to a specific scene, because what they're doing is they're wanting you to understand what action you can take, and they keep pointing at what you can do. They're literally pointing. It's like you show up, it's like, okay, oh gosh, this is going to be good. So, it's this. It's, the knight comes in, and suddenly, the king shows up and go there. And what's
happening? I'm crying.
and what's happening, Ishi, is you're going, oh, okay, I'm the knight. I've done this, great. The king is saying, go do this, but you're going, well, let me think about that a little bit. What are the possibilities? How could that work? What are the outcomes? And it's like, it's sort of like dreaming too much. And Ishi, this is the 7 of Cups, which is the tarot play date card. So if you've watched that, but yeah, go. Oh. That's the message. Go. So what'd you get?
Oh, I'm sorry. They're just beating me over here to a bloody stump. They're like, oh, you thought being sarcastic, wise ass was all you would get out of us. No, they've escalated to Johnny Carson era Tonight Show comedianship skills. You keep going back to a specific scene in a specific past life. Why? What was going on there? And so for you, in order to break through why this keeps coming up, is they're asking you to do one more very specific ritual. No other ritual. They're suggesting full moon, to do a ritual to this scene that plays out in your head over and over and over again, to just say, thank you so much for reminding me about this. I know it's important. It's not going away. I'm being reminded continuously for a reason. And thank you so much. I'm ready to understand how that relates to where I am right now. And okay, they just spelled it out. So you can watch back if you need a reminder, but they're being very specific that it's just time for a respectful honoring of you and your other past life cohorts on this particular scene that all participated together, to say your appreciations and your thanks and your gratitudes for everyone that was with you then, that continues to share your path now, connected with you on earth as well as in the spiritual realms, and that it's time to bring healing and closure to this scene, and you will understand it soon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, when I saw the guy the card of the dude pointing, it's like it's there. It's there. We keep showing it to you. It's there. I'm sorry. They just I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because it's time. It's just time to understand the lesson. That I'm sorry.
Go forth.
Go forth. Go forth. It's time for the ritual. And it sounds ow, stop it. Wow, they just jabbed me right up like L4, L5. Somebody jabbed me. Like throwing me into like take the step that it's time to bring a closure to this. It's time to bring a closure to this specific thing so we can all move on, because it's not just you that's wondering why it's still here presenting exactly in the same way. Everybody else is wanting to walk on too.
She says, thanks. This does make a lot of sense.
Yay.
And I all of that energy has gone through me, so I will be right back. You know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, whatever works, whatever way we can do that. Okay. So, and I'm just going to scroll down now and try to find the next question that I can find. I think, if memory serves, it may have been Jonathan, but let me just keep going. If I have missed you again, I'm not doing it intentionally. It's my moderate mod skills. Boom. Giggle Girl 101. Hi. That is the next one. Today we are actually doing ancestor readings and spirit guide readings. But let me just make sure. Let me go down to the bottom. If I missed someone, if there was someone above Giggle Girl, could somebody pop it in? Yeah. Because I thought I saw Jonathan had a question. Let me see.
Silky has been waiting.
Silky. Okay. Silky has been waiting. Yeah. While you were gone, Gerald, I popped this up. Giggle Girl, as someone new to the group, asked for a relationship reading, and I've explained that we're doing ancestor and guides. But let me see.
And Jamie asked, can you not see her? Jamie is actually putting these in.
I don't see any moderator. I don't see a blue. I can see Jamie, but I can't see the highlight with the wrench. So to me, it's just all scroll. Oh yeah, Jonathan was way up here. Was Selkie above Jonathan? Didn't we do a reading for Selkie? I thought we did.
We've missed Selkie a few times.
Oh, we missed Selkie a few times. Let me go up then.
Selkie is a general.
A general. Okay, then let me go down to the bottom and ask for a general. Okay. Okay, so I still don't see Selkies on here for general, so I'm not going to pop anything up, but we're going to do a general for Selkie, a general ancestor or guide for Selkie.
Thanks everybody for helping.
Yes, thank you.
That.
Okay, and Lady Knight is here. Aloha, thanks for coming. Selkie. Oh, I'm being told to draw a card. That's unusual today. I didn't think I'd be going for cards.
I need to go first.
Yeah, I agree.
You want to draw your card before I do that?
No, go for it.
So, Silky, the general is you need to come into recognize and appreciate the full power that you have, and understand that as you spend time going inward, especially at the new moon time, to trust your intuition and feel that strong connection to the high priestess power within you. I hope I can use those terms for you, Ishi, or Silky, because I think this isn't this is an opportunity for you to offer your heart in a fully engaged way. And it's not saying that you're not offering your heart, but it's at a new level. It's an aware level of that. Because what's been going on is there's been the Five of Wands, which is a bit of, okay, do I want to like this? Do I want to share this with the world? Do I want to share this with others? And you strike one match, and if you can, then it's going to light and it's not going to burn your fingers. But I think these two are the significant ones. Embrace your total divinity and your feminine aspect. And let me tell you, females are really fierce. They're mighty powerful, so that you can offer, you can experience life in a way that's engaged at a different level than what you have before.
Cool. And I have, but what I'm getting from this is you possess all that you need. All that you think you require, you already possess. And I'm getting that it's a stretching process, a comfort zone, stepping out, that, yeah, they're saying it could be if you're thinking about doing these kinds of broadcasts or Facebook Lives or something, to ask others that you feel comfortable with if you can guest on their channel, if that's what this is about. And even if you don't think that's what it's about, they're telling me they want you to do it anyway. They're saying even if your intention wasn't to do lives, that whatever that would bring to you about confidence and comfort, yeah, comfort first and confidence, that your confidence is there. So it's comfort level to just, give it a whirl. What have you got to lose? There's, why are you doubting? They're saying, why are you doubting? Haven't we shown you enough? Haven't we given you all the proof that's required? Haven't you already demonstrated your talents and abilities? You don't question yourself. Yeah, that goes for me too. Although, well, I may be taking a little hiatus after the end of the month. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for a little bit. So, yeah, we'd all love to see you live, Selkie.
Selkie said that she understood. And so we have Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Did you find Jonathan? You got it. Okay.
Yeah, I asked him to pop his question down below because I've lost such track. Jonathan gets a reading. General, they're asking me to pull out my chakra deck. They're telling me this is about today. We're going rogue. We're not following on this card. Where is it? There's this one, that one, or that one? Both of them? Okay. This is about today. While you're on your little staycation, we have the crown chakra and the third eye. So you're up there, they're reminding me that there's a pod of dolphins that live up there that hang out in the bay down by the Hilton, just a tad closer to Lahaina from you right now, that you can this afternoon see if you can call the dolphin over to you in the afternoon. That they're not there in the mornings, if memory serves. They tend to hang out there in the afternoons. And they want me to tell you why. Because I went out there one afternoon and I was swimming around out in front of the Hilton, and I said, "Okay, dolphins, come on, dolphin. I want to see dolphin. Come and play with me, dolphin." Nothing. And as I'm swimming along, all of a sudden it was like lightning. The pod came from behind me and split around me and took off. Scared the bejesus out of me, little pranksters. But that came up for today. Crown chakra, talk to your dolphins, and third eye. They're showing me that you just sitting on the lanai and staring out onto the ocean to connect to your third eye and ask for a message for the day.
Okay, Jonathan, are you ready? Take a breath, dude. So, your general ancestor reading, I'll do the abridged version. Thank you for being a treasure chest for them and being willing to put out the way for people to connect with them. It means the world to them as you do this, and it helps the world connect and appreciate them. Continue to do what you are doing, because you are creating things that didn't exist previously, and for that they are grateful. There's a huge sense of gratitude for you right now, from the ancestors. So
Yeah, I'm not getting the same, that there's any action or anything to do. This is, yeah.
I think they just want you to go. They just want you to feel thank you, that they appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, yeah.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna pop this one up from the Giggle Girl. We're at an hour and just a wee bit, Gerald. Shall we make this our last one?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. And Jonathan said, "Thank you. I'm all tingly." Good, because that's what they want you to be.
Yay! We love our tingles. Okay, the Giggle Girl 101. May I have a guidance reading? Okay, let's see what your guides have to say. Okay, they gave me my message really straight away, but they're asking Gerald to show his card, whichever card or cards for you, that what they have to say that will follow on the heels.
I think there is an opportunity for you to get a great deal of enlightenment quickly. There's some opportunities that are knocking if you decide to follow along with it, but you also have to balance it with a mature understanding of how to approach it. So you can't have, this is fire. If you have too much fire and it's not grounded, there could be problems. So you need to be grounded, take that enthusiasm and have it be grounded in a way to help you move to that next opportunity.
Yeah, which, I mean, resonates 100% for me, because they were talking about you doing the work necessary to go where you desire. That that you may be thinking with whatever gifts that you have, which are just kind of innate, that it just kind of fell in your lap. It kind of came to you. That the rest of the process is the same. And what they were indicating to me straight away is that there's some steps for you to take. There is some work for you to do towards mastery. That we don't want you to just let these things happen to you. That there is a mastery, which means that you understand your abilities and talents as well as what the realms have to offer you and who wishes to work with you and who you wish to work with. That just coincided so perfectly. But of course, I got the message kind of harsh to begin with about doing the work. But it really is about balance and understanding, as above, so below. And as that in the middle, that your stability and your solid centering is what makes that relationship happen, what keeps it strong.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. I hope that helps. All right, I'm going to take this one down. Okay. Did you get anything else on that? I saw you going deep.
No, it's yeah, everything that you're saying. There's some opportunities and there's work that needs to be done. You can have that moment of enlightenment, but then you have to do something with it. So, at a good level. So,
I'll just pop this up. Ginger said Jonathan is the next big kahuna. Kahuna Selkie is the word for a spiritual shaman in Hawaii, shaman-like person. Yeah, the kahuna is the practitioner, the magical practitioner. Oh, and Jonathan said he's been being stalked by the Hierophant lately.
there you go.
Oh, and Luna, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Great. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And thank you, Gerald, so much. This was fantastic reading with you. I really, really enjoyed this.
I did too. This was great. And thank you for everybody for being open to talk about ancestors. I'm feeling that ancestor thing going on. So,
yeah. So. The ancestors are great, right? History repeats. If we just sit down and listen to what the ancestors have to share with us, we could save ourselves a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, here's our takeaway card. The Knight of Wands. Go forth, everybody. Feel energized.
Yay!
With your ancestors. Do something. And, and by doing something, it doesn't mean you have to go out and buy a horse and charge, but it means that you light a candle or you do something with intention to celebrate them and honor them.
So Maria had a question. Will you do ancestor readings again? Hey.
For it, I'll be happy to show up.
Yeah, I've got a lot going on this month. Maria, I'm not sure if you were here. I'm going to be pet sitting for the rest of the month, and I've got some lives already booked. So, yeah, hang on. Let's see what April has, in store for us. But that would be great. I would love another opportunity to read with you again, Gerald. I really appreciate your wisdom, and I love your language. Your language is just so empowering and calming, because obviously I have a mouth on me like a trucker. And so I really appreciate getting to hang out with all you folks that have a lot more PC language, and you've been doing this longer. And yeah, so.
Well, I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun, and I have a feeling, sometimes I have the language too. It depends upon who I'm, being the oracle for. So,
right.
This is wonderful. If people want more, they need to comment, they need to like, they need to subscribe.
Yeah.
So that
absolutely. Yeah. Sorry. And you would think I've been in sales here in Hawaii for almost 20 years. And you would think I would be able to say, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. I never remember to do that for myself. But you guys know the drill. So we really appreciate you being here. That's the number one thing for me. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your life to share this space with us and hold this space for healing and blessing for everyone. So I appreciate all you guys.
Silky wants to see the cat and the poodle.
Okay. I'm going to be on with Sedana's group on Friday.
Oh yeah.
And actually Thursday I have my first actual live humans in the same area event going on. We're doing a spring equinox spirit quest. So yay. But Friday I'll be on with Sedana and her panel. And Tuesday I will be on with Jonathan on his regular show. And then a week from Friday I will be talking about I'll be on Amber's show on the Paranormal Hangout. We're going to be talking about who it is that we channel, how we receive the message. So that's going to be fun.
That's an interesting one. Is that a panel thing? Can
No,
I show up and just be there? Like,
you know what? Yeah, you want to ask because, well, I asked Amber if she would come on and do live readings with me, and she said her process isn't really conducive to doing this kind of card slinging or spirit flipping, however, whatever you want to call it. That it works differently for her, and we started having that conversation on the chat, and I said, well, why don't we talk about that on the show?
yeah.
And so that's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, go ahead, ask, shoot her a message, and maybe we'll have a triad instead of just the duo, because Amber and I seem to talk to the same people. We're like bookends a lot of times, and so we're going to have that conversation.
I don't know do we talk to the same people?
I don't know. I think our messages sync up really well, but it seems like they come from different sources, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Sometimes I may see some of your team,
Yeah.
but I'm sort of at a distance. But that's a different conversation. So
Yeah. But what's awesome is they all want to work together with us, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen too many battles. I haven't seen too many dance battles going on with the guys.
Oh my gosh. This is wonderful.
Yeah. All right. So thank you again. We've gone a little long here, but thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We will see you again soon. If you're on Sedana's panel chat Friday, I'll see you there. And Gerald, stay on with me, but we'll say aloha to everyone for now. So a hui ho, guys.